tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Second and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Rager. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Wentz on target to Rager. First down, Eagles.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Wentz took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Eason. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And some space here. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Give the sack to Komoko Toure.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Gain on the play. And the Colts 1st down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Colts 0.
Back to Taylor on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down. Here's Eason. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete.
Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
By the Colts.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The give to Taylor. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
From the gun is Eason. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. The completion there winds up a loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the first down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
1st and 10, Eason. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Eason's pass.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll get this out wide to Taylor.
Eason's pass.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Eason.
Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Eason sets to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Turnover on downs.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Hey, red 5-2, out here. 120.
Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, right over there, Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
58, boy, 58, Mike. I got you, pump. And 58 is the Mike. Boy, 58 is the Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
It's a gain of 25.
What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Eason on 2nd down.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Operating from the gun, Eason. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Mike, 58, right there. Target. It's 74. 58, come on. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Watch twist.
Once again here on 2nd and 10.
This will be taken in by Hightower.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
John Hightower
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action. It's Eason. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Taylor. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
10.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse.
Oh, they come out, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Micah Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
For the point after.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Gonna try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
11 yards there, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down.
Now Taylor. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here's Eason off the play fake. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
35-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Eason's pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Open to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, kill it. Hey, 4-2, kill it. Check 55, Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill. Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, check right.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he stopped immediately there.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Malik Hooker.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the '85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound.